It's officially the offseason for every NFL team now, but that just means that the Tom Brady discussions are getting hotter and hotter. I'm Sierra Goodwill here with Evan Lazar. Seems like it's anyone around the league can talk about now, especially now with the Super Bowl over. Where's Tom Brady ending up? Will he be back in FOXBORO? And if so, when is he going to make that decision? Do the Patriots have a deadline, have a time limit on when they need to get this deal done?
Well, Tom Brady's done a great job of putting out there that there is that possibility, right? That shadow of a doubt that gets us all talking, us, media types talking about this conversation ad nauseum. And it's all everybody that you talk to around the league. I think he's staying in New England, but maybe this could happen.
We don't feel great about it.
Yeah, we don't feel great about it. The deadline, though, for the Patriots is March 18th at 4 p.m. As soon as that day happens, that time happens at 4 p.m., the 2020 league year officially begins. The free agency window opens and moves for the 2020 season really commence at that point. Once that 2020 league year begins, the $13.5 million salary proration on Tom Brady's contract hits the Patriots cap immediately. So that's kind of the deadline to get that number down, right? Because remember, they're going to have to owe Tom Brady the contract that they pay him. This is the Patriots. So let's use $30 million as the ballpark. I don't think it will be that high, but let's just use that number. $30 million a year. If they get him after the March 18th deadline to commit to coming back to New England, that's actually a $43.5 million cap hit because of that $13.5 million that's already going to be on the books. If they can get him to sign a new contract pre-March 18th, then that gets cut in half. It gets split over the next two seasons instead of all just hitting the 2020 cap. So that's a big factor. The Patriots were screaming when they signed this contract, right, with this voided years at the end of this past deal. They were screaming and telling you, if you follow the money, that Tom Brady is going to be back because they do not want to pay Tom Brady. A, they do not want to pay him $13.5 million to play elsewhere, right? And B, they don't want to have to pay it all on the 2020 cap if he is playing here.
And it does seem like Tom Brady is enjoying playing the field a little bit, messing with everyone's minds. We saw that Hulu commercial that aired during the Super Bowl.
It got me. I really thought it was a big announcement coming.
It did seem like a big announcement. At the end, though, he did say while standing in Gillette Stadium, I'm not going anywhere. People can read into that at their own will, whether or not he meant he's not retiring or whether or not he's not leaving the Patriots. But it doesn't seem like Brady is rushing into this decision.
No, and I think that really he said it himself. The man himself has said on radio hits and different types of appearances that he is going to kind of enjoy this free agency period. He hasn't really had this courtship ever in his career. The one thing that I will say is that we just talked about that March 18th deadline. Let's not mistake ourselves and think that teams and players and agents aren't talking until March 16th, which is the illegal tampering window. A lot of this stuff actually gets decided well before then, especially for the big name free agents. So the combine is a big week for that. A lot of rumors come out of the combine because agents and teams are talking while they're all under one roof there for the draft combine. So I think that a lot of Tom Brady's suitors are going to kind of put their stuff on the table instantly for Brady to kind of decide, this is kind of what we're going to be able to offer you. This is our plan for you if we have you come here and be our quarterback. And Brady's going to know well before that March 18th deadline whether or not he really has a legitimate suitor that makes football sense and financial sense for him.
This Patriots Press is brought to you by Vincero Watches. They have exquisitely designed watches at an extremely affordable price. An exclusive offer for our listeners. You can get 15% off their already well-priced watches if you go to vincerowatches.com and use code GARDEN. For all the rest of our off-season coverage, head to our website at clnsmedia.com.